Are you listening?
Welcome to another episode of the Nerf Report, your go-to source for all the week's gaming news, nerfed into one show once a week, so you can worry less about reading the news and get back to playing those video games. If you think that sounds awesome, make sure to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button and sharing it with your friends. And of course, on this week's episode, mark your calendars because we will always remember Tuesday, May 16th, as the day the console war finally came to an end. Well, kind of. Because this week, Sony and Microsoft have announced a groundbreaking partnership to develop cloud-based solutions for gaming experiences. But before we get into that, your top headlines. You know, they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, but in the case of the speculation surrounding The Last of Us 2, this week, one tweet was worth like 1,000,000 words. One of the biggest questions in the world of gaming right now is when can I play The Last of Us 2? Ever since the game's announcement at the PlayStation Experience in 2016, gamers have clamored for any details surrounding this game. Well, thanks to a tweet by Anthony Newman, the co-director of The Last of Us 2, we now know that the game is close to completion. Anthony wrote a lot of awesome positions open to help close out this game. I especially want to highlight the melee animator position. I guarantee you'll be working on some dope animations, working with my good friend at Lethal. This comment, of course, combined with the knowledge that The Last of Us 2 has wrapped principal cinematography, means that we are potentially months away from getting an official release date. Also this week, wrestling! When I was a kid, WrestleMania 2000, WWF No Mercy, and WCW vs. NWO Revenge were the peak of wrestling video games. And since then, wrestling games have progressed graphically, but in the sense of, was it fun? Well, the latest games have lagged behind drastically. Well, the good news is that according to Andy Robinson at the Video Game Chronicle, the developer of WWE 2K games, YUKES is well aware of this problem. In fact, YUKES has established 2 development teams to foster internal competition. Senior Vice President Hiromi Furuta explained the decision to the Video Game Chronicles by saying, "I think having no competitor isn't healthy at all. When we had competitors in the wrestling space, we were determined not to lose, and that was a great motivator for creating something great. But right now, looking at market demands, players are expecting something new every time we release a game. And we feel like we haven't achieved what we really want to do. Of course, we will retain the WWE team, but we are also aware that our creators are beginning to lose sight of their passion and confidence and becoming focused on only completing assigned tasks." SEGA's upcoming Genesis mini console launches in September, and the Micro Classic console is scheduled to launch with 40 classic Sega Genesis games. And this week, Sega took the opportunity to introduce us to 10 of the games joining the Sega Genesis mini roster. This September, joining games like Sonic the Hedgehog, Castlevania Bloodlines, and Toe Jam and Earl, Sega fans will be able to play Mega Man The Willy Wars, Street Fighter II Special Champion Edition, Ghouls and Ghosts, Alex Kidd in the Enchanted Castle, Beyond Oasis, Golden Axe, Phantasy Star 4 The End of the Millennium, Sonic the Hedgehog Spinball, Vector Man, and Wonder Boy in Monster World. Nintendo held a mini direct this week in which they gave gamers a closer look at new features for the upcoming Super Mario Maker 2, along with trying to convince anyone who might still be on the fence about, well, buying this game. Super Mario Maker 2 will allow gamers to build their own classic and custom Mario levels from Super Mario Bros., Super Mario 3, Super Mario World, and Super Mario Bros. U. The game allows for complete customization from scroll speeds, enemies, themes, custom paths, and much more. Super Mario Maker 2 will also feature a brand new story mode, where Mario must rebuild Princess Peach's castle by running through over 100 Nintendo-created levels. Super Mario Maker 2 is a massive expansion upon the original Super Mario Maker game and will be launching exclusively for the Nintendo Switch on June 28th of 2019 for $59.99.
Now for something completely different, yeah.
Crossplay. It feels like it was exactly 1 year ago when the crossplay debate between PlayStation and Xbox reached a fever pitch. For those of you that don't remember, Fortnite had announced its interest in offering cross-platform support to gamers, which Xbox, who was looking to gain any good graces from gamers, immediately jumped on board. But PlayStation, well, they took a little convincing. Like, literally gamers were like, you should do it, it would totally be fun. And PlayStation was like, no, I don't want to. Come on, man, you might actually enjoy yourself. No, I don't want to. I mean, you're gonna make a ton of money. Did you say money? Well, fast forward to today, and the crossplay debates have seemed to have disappeared completely. Even though currently crossplay between PlayStation and Xbox is only available on 2 games, Fortnite and Rocket League. Well, that was up until this week when gamers got a brand new form of crossplay. The only catch is, it's not the one you were looking for. This week, Sony and Microsoft announced an earth-shattering partnership in which the two companies will partner on new innovations to enhance customers' experiences in their direct-to-consumer entertainment platforms and AI solutions. Under the Memorandum of Understanding signed by the parties, the two companies will explore joint development of future cloud solutions in Microsoft's Azure to support their respective game and content streaming services. In addition, the two companies will explore the use of current Microsoft Azure data center-based solutions for Sony's game and content streaming services. By working together, the companies aim to deliver more enhanced entertainment experiences for their worldwide customers. These efforts will also include building better development platforms for the content creator community. Woo! Yeah! All right. Now, there is a lot to take in there, but let's address the biggest question first. Is this the end of the console war? Well, kind of. You see, even though this partnership exists, we know that both PlayStation and Xbox are far into the development of their new respective consoles. Sony is expected to announce the PlayStation 5 in late 2019 or early 2020, and Xbox is rumored to introduce their Project Anaconda and Project Scarlet at this year's E3 press conference. So even though this partnership may mean that PlayStation and Xbox will share similar cloud-based architecture, it doesn't mean that they are scrapping plans for next-generation hardware. Instead, this announcement is more of an announcement that Sony and PlayStation are moving their current cloud-based infrastructure to Microsoft's Azure infrastructure. If anything, this is just a confirmation to the future of cloud-based gaming, game streaming services from Sony, and that PlayStation is heading full steam into a cloud-based future. In fact, CEO of Sony, Kenichiro Yoshida, commented on the partnership by saying, "Our mission is to seamlessly evolve this platform as one that continues to deliver the best and most immersive entertainment experiences, together with a cloud environment that ensures the best possible experience anytime, anywhere." For many years, Microsoft has been a key business partner for us, though, of course, the two companies have always been competing in some areas. I believe that our joint development of future cloud solutions will contribute greatly to the advancement of interactive content. Sony's statement was then followed up by Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, who said, "Sony has always been a leader in both entertainment and technology, and the collaboration we announced today builds on this history of innovation. Our partnership brings together the power of Azure and Azure AI to Sony to deliver new gaming and entertainment experiences for customers. New gaming and entertainment experiences for customers. Well, now it's time to speculate. Because at this point, other than the initial partnership and a tweet from the Vice President of Gaming at Microsoft, Phil Spencer, who said, "Excited about the opportunities ahead with at Sony for us to pursue our mutual gaming ambitions and delight players around the world." Other than that, we know very little. So, what could the new gaming and entertainment experiences for customers be? Well, in my opinion, we are quickly approaching a console-less future. A future where your hardware doesn't matter. All you need is a screen, a controller, and an internet connection to play games. A future where companies like PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo, Stadia, and, well, Apple Arcade are simply apps on your devices featuring various exclusive games. This future, of course, is years away. But with the partnership between Sony and Microsoft to utilize Azure, we are starting to see the first steps of making this future a reality. Or as Microsoft analyst Paul Thurrott of Thurrott.com summed it up, Sony, the current market leader in video games, lacks the global cloud computing infrastructure that will be needed to drive the coming generation of cloud-based game streaming services. But Microsoft, and also ran in video games today, has that infrastructure. And while we will have to wait a few more years to see this partnership play out completely, one thing is for sure: what a great time to be a gamer. And finally for this week, we come to that noise. Of course, signifies that we are running out of time and coming close to the end of the show. So in order to cover all the week's remaining news, we must initiate a segment that I like to call Every single week we have so much news to talk about and so little time to do it. So we take all the week's remaining news, put 60 seconds on the clock, and try to cover it as fast as humanly possible without running out of breath, passing out, or dying! And I'm probably only going to get to say this one time, so 99 episodes, 0 deaths. So with that in mind, let's put 60 seconds on the clock for and go. The next Oddworld game will be launching in 2020. Steam Link, the wonderful app that allows you to play Steam games on your smartphone, is now available in the iOS Apple Store. Ubisoft has 3 unannounced AAA games that will be debuting at E3 this year. We got a brand new Pokemon game called Rumble Rush for the smartphone. Grand Theft Auto 5 has officially sold 110 million copies. That is crazy. Epic Games has bought Twinmotion. Skull and Bones, the one pirate game that I am looking forward to, has unfortunately been delayed until 2020. Discord has officially hit 250 million users. Congratulations there. Void Bastards is releasing on May 29th. Fortnite officially has a John Wick limited time mode, including new John Wick skins, backpacks, axes, everything you could possibly want. And finally for this week, the PlayStation VR Firewall Zero has brand new DLC launching on May 21st. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Nerf'd in 60 seconds. But of course, that has been this week's episode of the show. If you like what you saw, make sure to hit that like button. If you're new here and haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. But the most important thing you can do, share it with your friends. As always, my name is Brian Chaffel. You are you, and this has been the Nerf Report. Thanks for watching. 99 episodes.